James Hatuikulipi, the man accused of masterminding Namibia's biggest fishing corruption scandal, had the world at his feet. He was paid a total package of around 30 million Namibian dollars a year from his daily investment job. His net worth was estimated to be 1 billion Namibian dollars in mostly cash, making him one of the richest people in Namibia. That world came crashing down on 27 November last year when he was arrested for alleged corruption, fraud, and money laundering. It saw the emergence of Hatuikulipi as one of the key players in the Fishrot scandal that includes alleged corruption deals of more than 2 billion Namibian dollars. Hatuikulipi, the last born of 4 children, was politically connected from birth. His late father, Tauno Hatuikulipi, a church leader, was a respected SWAPO member. His father died under mysterious circumstances after being persuaded to go into exile in Angola, where he was appointed head political commissioner at Lubango. Hatuikulipi was 6 months old at the time. Some believe that one of the driving forces in Hatuikulipi's life can be traced back to the father he never knew. It was the prelude to a long and complex relationship with the ruling party. Hatuikulipi's rise to the top started around 20 years ago. His eventual downfall would prove to be the slippery world of fish deals. As he established himself, Hatuikulipi all but became embedded among Namibia's ruling elite, some of whom ended up being his business partners, others his friends. Whether it was his intention or whether it was the affirmation of being accepted, he seemed to relish the position he found himself in. He was not shy when it came to bragging about his connections. He often let slip that he delivered President Hage Geingoob's wedding suit in February 2015. Hatuikulipi was apparently in London when he was asked if he could pick up the incoming president's navy blue suit made by Geingoob's personal tailor in London. He delivered the suit just a few days before Geingob said "I do" on Valentine's Day. Up until last year, the sky appeared to be to the limit for Hatuikulipi. He had thriving businesses, a multi-million-dollar farm, a mansion outside Windhoek, friends in high places, and a top-paying job. But he wanted more. At Otapi last year, Hatuikulipi boasted that he was building apartments for 80 million euros, about 1.2 billion Namibian dollars, in the Spanish capital, Madrid, in a suburb frequented by football stars. By November, though, the high-flying financier had fallen from grace. He and 5 close associates were arrested in connection with the Fishrot scandal. Among others, Hatuikulipi, Saki Shangala, and Bernard Essel have been charged with money laundering, bribery, and corruption in exchange for granting lucrative fishing rights to Icelandic company Sam Herji. Hatuikulipi's arrest led to the collapse of some of his assets, at least in Namibia. Some painted him as the mastermind who pieced together the Fishrot scheme, which allegedly enriched his family and friends and is claimed to have been used to fund SWAPO's and Geingoob's election campaigns. He has direct ties to all 6 suspects awaiting trial in his fishing scandal. They include To try and understand Hatuikulipi, we traced his footsteps. He was born on 21 June 1975 in Windhoek. His father, Tauno Hatuikulipi, joined the liberation struggle in exile when James Hatuikulipi was only 6 months old. He went to St. Paul's College and Centaurus Secondary School here in Windhoek. He graduated from the University of Namibia with a Bachelor of Commerce. In 1998, Hatuikulipi worked for stockbroking firm HSBC Securities, Namibia. He moved to metropolitan Namibia as an investment analyst, later landing a senior job as portfolio manager at Alliance Capital. In 2002, he moved to Cape Town, eventually joining Investec Asset Management, and was promoted to head its Namibian subsidiary. Business. It's unclear what inspired James and Shangala to name some of their companies, but there appears to be a sequence. Kambandara means try in Ukangwali, while Otafika means we have arrived in Oshivambu. The combination of two names of their companies, Anganeni Imona and Olea Investment, appear to send out a message. Anganeni Imona Olea can be loosely translated as come together, wealth is here in Oshivambu. Hatuikulipi has interests in rail construction, real estate, catering, and finance. At first glance, his businesses appear to be genuinely entrepreneurial, with offices, staff, and operational activities across the country. However, closer scrutiny shows that his business empire was mainly built using his proximity to power. One method was to create joint ventures between his companies and state-owned agencies. A sustainable business model because government revenue is often guaranteed in agreements that last longer than 20 years and in some cases are open-ended. Hanganeni owns Hanganeni Imona, a 800-bed hostel development at the University of Namibia, constructed for 160 million Namibian dollars. The partnership between Hanganeni and UNAM is for 30 years. His joint ventures with the state often included people in powerful positions. In 2005, Hatuikulipi's company, Hanganeni Investment, had at least 3 politically connected owners when the company won a $120 million state petroleum enrichment deal in 2004. These people were Permanent Secretary in the Office of the President. She was Vice Chairperson of the UNAM Council when a company, Hanganeni, won the deal to construct hostels at UNAM. Levi Hongamo, Director and Economic Advisor to the President. Shangala, Special Assistant to the Attorney General. In December 2011, Hatuikulipi's D&M Rail Construction won a $150 million contract to renovate a 400-kilometer stretch of railway line between Kransberg and Tume. SL appoints James Hatuikulipi as Fish Corp Board Director and Chairperson. In March of the same year, Hatuikulipi tells Stephenson that he had made sure SL and his counterpart in Angola, Victoria de Barros Neto, secured fishing quotas because serious political capital is at play. On May 24, 2014, Hatuikulipi registered Tundavala Investment Limited in Dubai. On October 31st, 2014, his friend Gustavo starts making payments to Hatuikulipi's Tundavala Invest. Namibia's Anti-Corruption Commission noted a transfer worth 120 million Namibian dollars in alleged Fishrot money to Tundavala Invest. In December 2015, James Hatuikulipi threatens to sue the Namibian for reporting that his appointment as chair of the National Fishing Corporation of Namibia was against the law. On December 2016, Hatuikulipi traveled to Angola and visited a fish factory run by businessman Adrian Lowe. The following month, Hatuikulipi oversaw the formation of a joint venture between Lowe and Fish Corp. The partnership was called Sea Flower Pelagic Processing, whose shareholder is now accused of 75 million in alleged money laundering.
I met James during the visit. The first time I met him was during the visit to Angola, where we showed him our land-based plants. I found him to be very intelligent. I found him to be charismatic. He understood the fishing industry. He understood business. That I could clearly pick up very, very quickly. He was mandated by the government, which he also showed us, to basically restore and recover Fishco. He indicated to us at the time that Fishco went through very bad. It's an old company in Namibia. It started in 1993. They were in deep trouble, and he was tasked to restore or recover Fishco for that matter. The fact that he was also head of Investec Namibia really put me at ease, and that also indicated or explained to me why he had very good, can I say, boardroom manners, as a businessman. He could catch something within the first 3 seconds, which was quite nice to deal with him actually.
Last year, the Namibian reported that Investec Asset Management, Namibia, manages around 17.2 billion in state funds, including 16 billion from GIPF, 800 million from the Social Security Commission, and 300 million from the Guardian Fund for Orphans.